Gilliard.
Hi,
Miss
Miss
Gilliard.
Hello, Miss Gilliard.
Miss Gilliard, here's my audience for my persuasive speech.
Yay!
Have you ever wanted to make a positive change at the school you're at? Well, I have. My name's Edward Storch, and I'm a full-time student at Central Carolina Technical College. I'm currently taking all prerequisites needed in order to apply for the Associate's Degree in Nursing program. Since my first day at orientation, I've noticed little changes that could be made to the current curriculum as well as the application process to allow me to become the greatest candidate I can for the Associate's Degree in Nursing program. My goal today is to persuade you to adopt my little changes to your current curriculum and application process to allow not only me, but any student that comes behind me to be the greatest candidate that they can be. Today I want to talk about the current state of the program, the little changes that could be adopted to the program, as well as preparation courses and orientations that could be provided to the student to make them a great candidate. So before we start on the changes, I would like to talk about the current state of the program. There are several requirements an applicant must meet in order for them to apply for the Associate's Degree in Nursing program. They must pass all 3 prerequisite courses with a C or higher, those prerequisite courses being Math 101 or 120, English 101, and Bio 210, which is Human Anatomy. They must also pass the TEAS 5 exam, which stands for Test of Essential Academic Skills. All of these prerequisites can be found on the student handbook and guide starting on page 76. Now, after the student meets these application requirements, they can apply. Now, just because they met them doesn't automatically mean they receive a seat in the program. You see, it's a very competitive process. I recently spoke to Mary Jo Artis, who is the director of the program, and she told me that it's essential that your scores be the highest for your GPA and the TEAS 5 exam. So, since it's a point-based system, it's broken down as follows. You have 36% of your points come from your TEAS 5 exam, 34% from your cumulative GPA, 18% from your GPA from those initial 3 core courses, 12% for county residency, as if you're a resident in Sumter County or Kershaw or Camden, whichever one school you're going to, and you get additional points for any other courses you complete that apply towards a degree, such as microbiology or anatomy 2 with a B or higher. So you get all your points tallied up, and they start with the student that's the highest up, and he or she fills the first seat, and they move on down till all seats are filled. So not everyone's guaranteed a spot. So since GPA and TEAS scores are the highest, this is where I propose my first change. You see, a famous engineer once said, "The world hates change, yet it is the only thing that has brought progress." That engineer being Charles Kettering. Everybody's afraid of change, but sometimes change is good. In this case, this change would help any candidate become a greater candidate. The first change would be stricter prerequisites. You see, Math 101, English 101, those aren't that hard, but anatomy is a tough course. My class started out with 25 people, and we're down to 5 people, only 5 remaining. I blame that on a background of a student's education. You see, there's only one prerequisite to take that course, and that's basic biology. I feel that chemistry should be added, seeing as there's so much chemistry involved in human anatomy. If a student has a greater background of science, better chances of a better grade, better GPA equals better candidate. So I would like to see that prerequisite of chemistry added. Also, I would like to see medical terminology added. Medical terminology is something that we're all going to have as a nurse, need to have and know. So why not make that a prerequisite? Let us learn the language ahead of time before we get to clinicals and before we get to nursing classes. So chemistry and medical terminology would be great prerequisites to bring up GPAs and make us a better candidate. Second thing I would like to see the school do is add a preparation course for the TEAS 5 exam. You see, the TEAS exam counts for 36% of all your points. So why not offer a course, maybe a week-long course, that teaches a student what to expect on the exam, how to study for it, how to manage your time for it. This will allow the student to become familiar with the exam, score higher, get more points, become a better candidate. And finally, the last thing I would like to see the school do is offer an orientation for any student interested in the ADN program. You see, at orientation, they don't have nursing school orientation because you don't get that orientation until you've already been accepted. So why not have a representative from the school there to explain the program, explain to the student what's required of them, what's expected of them. So that student can formulate a plan of attack, to ensure the GPA is the highest and to study for that TEAS exam and, become the best candidate they can. So today I came here with a goal to persuade you to make little changes to your current curriculum and program in your application process to allow me and any student that comes behind me to become a greater candidate. We talked about the current state of the program, the changes that could be made, and then we talked about preparation courses and orientation that could be provided for the student. I know everyone in here has been a nurse at some point or another, so that means all of you are caring and helpful individuals. Please help us become the best candidates that we can by making those little changes to your current curriculum and program. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.